going to be talking about Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. I have my sunglasses on because in this book we follow a girl named Audrey, and Audrey has severe social anxiety after an incident that occurred at her school. And her anxiety is so bad that she constantly wears oversized sunglasses so that no one can tell if she's making eye contact with them or where she is looking. Obviously, this book deals with anxiety, but it doesn't just deal with social anxiety, it also deals with depression and just anxiety in general. And I think that that is a very important topic for a book to discuss because there are so many people and now so many younger teenagers who are starting to deal with depression and anxiety and social anxiety, and it's important for them to know that they're not alone and that they can seek help if they need to. I thought that the book would be a little bit difficult to get through because of the subject matter, but it had such a lighthearted feel and sometimes even humorous throughout the book, and I think that that is very important. The balance between the dark and the light is incredibly important for a book that deals with this kind of subject matter. Finding Audrey is basically about a teenager by the name of Audrey who is going through therapy for her anxiety and continuing to heal herself. She becomes friends with one of her older brother's friends by the name of Linus, and slowly their friendship blossoms into something more. The really interesting aspect of this book is that as a part of Audrey's therapy, her therapist wants her to make a documentary about her life, so it intertwines the film transcripts with the narrative, which I really enjoyed, and I thought it was a really unique thing to include. I thought that Sophie Kinsella handled the topic of anxiety and mental illness extremely well and did a great job at making all of her characters, especially Audrey, very relatable. I fell in love with all of the characters, and I thought that the family aspect was really nice. It's not often that you see a really great family dynamic in YA. Even though the mother was a little eccentric and dramatic, it was still nice to see how everyone in the family was so supportive of Audrey all throughout her treatment. I don't usually reach for contemporary, and I was a little skeptical going into this book, but I absolutely loved it. And I thought that the theme of life always having ups and downs and needing to be able to cope with the downs is extremely important. Obviously, if you yourself struggle with some form of anxiety, this book may be a possible trigger for you, as it does get into the head of a person with anxiety. So keep that in mind when you're wanting to pick this book up. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I don't do that very often, but I absolutely adored every aspect of this book, and I'm definitely going to be recommending it to everyone because this book was amazing. If you've read this book, make sure to let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!